problems. Just about binge watching. This.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Sometimes, I even impress myself. Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Ain't gonna go easy, bub. Ready for more? We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
Let's see him try to handle me now. Better test this out. Peace.
Hunter?
Bye.
Hunter, hello.
Oh, hey, you know what sucks?
What?
Having your weapon manifest out of your chest. It feels weird.
But does it make you powerful?
It sure as hell does. I don't bleed for nothing, Hunter.
No, you bleed for power.
Hey, nothing is for free, right? Just wish it didn't hurt so damn much.
Thank you for letting me in on your pain.
Well, when you put it that way, you make it sound so emo.
Now, I know a lot of you aren't used to the scientific method. So, take a breath, let it all soak in. I can talk you through the really complex parts.
You want to shoot the indestructible Page with a giant ray gun.
A giant gamma ray gun.
You can't just blow up the parchment of power with gamma energy. It isn't done.
He has a point.
Look, you and the Hocus Pocus crowd had your shot. Now, it's my turn. Mine and Howard's.
Your father's research.
Pops wasn't trying to weaponize gamma energy. He was trying to supercharge it into an almost unlimited power source. Should probably thank Bruce for helping me realize that. Problem is, gamma energy has a threshold. Push it too much and it goes boom. Big time.
Enter Los Diablos.
Birthplace of the Hulk.
And the last time somebody tried putting Pop's theories to the test. Entire area is still saturated with that same modified energy. If I can channel it through my accelerator cannon, well, that gamma field page of yours
Will go boom. Big time?
bingo. Huge time.
We're gonna need a tremendous amount of power.
And not just gamma. Yo, Lost Boys. And Lost Girls, saddle up. We need you.
Sabretooth's still out there. They ain't going nowhere without me.
The more the better. Somebody's gotta clap when I thwart the apocalypse. Again.
This plan seems crazy, right?
Stay focused on Tony's ridiculous plan. I'll keep an eye out for Hydra.
Your enthusiasm is infectious, Sarah.
I'm allowing this to move forward, aren't I? Anyway, Robbie and Tony are already in place.
What's the word, kid?
Nothing. Nothing is definitely the word.
Oh, well, nothing's good. You don't have the Abbey masking you in that page right now. Just keep a safe distance a little longer until we're ready here. With even one blast, my gamma cannon will drain the ambient gamma energy from this entire valley. This is gonna have to be a one-shot deal.
Then don't miss.
Got that part covered.
This is by far the worst plan I've ever been part of. And I've done jobs with Deadpool.
Robbie cannot hide that page forever. If there is any chance of removing that burden from him. Speaking of...
Yo, Fast and the Flamius, what did I just tell you?
Stark! Power up that damn ray gun!
What?
Stark! Multiple targets closing on your position!
That ain't Robbie.
Activated gamma collectors now.
How long do you need?
How would I know? I just invented the damn things yesterday.
Then keep going. We will hold the line.
Stark. Too smart for your own good. Ignore the others and follow that page. It's time I return home.
If you could go ahead and stop them from attacking the highly volatile gamma collector, that would be fantastic.
Feel free to come down here and throw a few lasers at him.
While I'm down there, which one of you is going to initialize the accelerator to fire this thing?
Fair point.
We will hold this position as long as necessary.
Trust me, it'll be worth the wait.
Now we're...
Mother already took away my pain. light will heal you.
Together we are unstoppable.
That looked like it hurt.
If you thought I was dangerous before, get a load of me now. Destroy.
They send more to the slaughter.
Sure about that? Still tired of Maybe it's time I cut off your feet.
You should know that by now.
Tired of hearing about your mama, too.
Agreed.
That will do.
No mercy for the servants of the
You were too weak for this fight. I see not much has changed from the world's finale.
Submit.
Got some more flunkies coming in.
Still want a fight?
What's your status up there, Stark?
Getting warmer. Keep fighting.
You better not be dragging your feet.
How does one drag their feet in the air?
I'll explain later, kid.
Good work.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Something is wrong.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You had your chance.
Falter.
resistance.
Be ready for my retaliation.
Lilith has put a great deal of trust in your nemesis, Logan.
Yeah, she really knows how to pick 'em.
You son of a bitch. Like Logan.
I'm nobody's minion. I leave that to suckers like you. Now it's my turn.
As they say, it's the jump out.
We'll see how you like it.
I saw something like that once. Centuries.
You ain't good enough for me. You're lucky that's as far as I'm taking it. You picked the wrong one, bub. Maybe it's time you quit this racket.
I think we've given you just about enough time, Runs. I'm getting bored with this group.
I'll be more than happy to put you out of your misery.
Powerful sorcery. Excellent.
Whatever works for you.
I think we're ready to rock and roll.
You don't get it, Rump. There's magic pumping through these veins now.
You got that right.
Logan!
Guys, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep this up.
Then don't wait on me. Get another deal. I'll please. What did Lilith offer you? Better gas mileage?
Not quite. Return.
Tried to avoid this mess, you know.
What?
But y'all had to do things the hard way. You were right, kid. I am a coward. Been running from this moment my whole life. World's really gonna beat this thing, it'll need someone strong. Like you.
Wait! No!
3, 2, 1.
See you soon, Brox.
The Herald of Cthon.
No, it's the freaking Hulk! I just gave him an upgrade. Now, before we all start arguing, I think it's important to recognize that my theory would have worked.
This is Dr. Banner's other side?
Horns are new.
That's not all, Tony. I'm finally seeing my true potential.
It sounds a little weird, too.
You know what happens when I get angry.
Here we go.
You will regret that.
Your fate.
You're making a mistake. She doesn't ask much in return, only an end to your meddling. Decided. Mother has purpose. Not that it matters, but here come their friends.
They have not lost interest.
How was I supposed to know Bruce would try and ride the lightning? We needed a way to destroy the parchment, and I gave us one.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You see, this guy gets it. Battle. Tiger just lost a big head. This should be good. They won't know what hit him.
More souls come for judgment.
They have not changed their plans.
I should probably thank you for helping me break through, Tony. You don't know how frustrating it's been.
I think I liked it better when the big version only used single syllables.
I'm sure it was to your advantage keeping me down.
Don't get all broody on me now, Bruce. That's just Lilith talking.
Mother protects me. are foretold.
Sure, why not?
You know that's not enough. I won't forget this. You are not worthy of her. That will never stop me. This will not go well for you. Mother will have you.
We're not getting anywhere with this. Might as well be throwing pointy sticks.
How did you ever manage to control them in the past?
Hope for the best.
That is not reassuring.
You have earned
Your mother abandoned.
Is that the best you've got? Such power.
It is like fighting a god.
I'm taking him down before we can do it again. Just need to...
All these years, Tony, letting you think you were my equal, I could have squashed you so easily.
You let us go. Not sure I want to know why.
The Hulk will deliver the page to Lilith, just as it was foretold. Just as she planned all along.
All right. Because you're telling me she orchestrated all of this?
My mother always gets what she wants. With the Darkhold in her grasp, there is only one thing she is missing. Me.
only thing is, magic took out Sabretooth. Now I don't feel like smoking it. Knew one day he'd cut off more than he could chew. I just thought Creed's reckoning was mine to deliver.
Magic is too young to have this on her shoulders.
I agree. Can't tell Magic what to do, though. Got too much of that Rasputin headstrong nature.
It is indeed dark times when the youth must make dark choices.
I'm worried about the kid. You change when you cancel someone's check. We can't afford another one on our side pulling a banner.
Battle offers us no easy choices, and none of us emerge unscathed.
Liliana's growing on me. I guess I gotta make sure she doesn't end up like me. Last thing I need is another Jubilee. She could come in handy against Hulk, though.
The Hulk situation worries us all.
I've survived a few dust-ups with the Green Rage monster. 2 reasons I walked away. Healing factor, and I got the feeling the Banner was holding the green guy back. I don't get that feeling anymore, do you?
Dr. Banner may prove an ally to us.
Your mom's play of turning puny Banner was smart. She controls Hulk's only weakness. The part that was on our side. Nothing like that.
Enough, Tony. We tried and we failed. Time to admit we might not have all the answers on this one.
We needed to act, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah, okay, the plan didn't work out. I'll come up with another. If that doesn't work, I'll try again and again, until I win.
You win?
You know what I meant.
I know exactly what you meant. Listen to someone other than yourself for once. Stand down, Tony.
Not while I can still fix this.
Stand down now, before we all go down with you.
What do you say, boss? Is Rogers right? Should the star player get benched after one mistake? Or maybe you're smart, and you know I can get us across the finish line.
I have faith in you, Tony. One failed plan will not change that.
The great hunter has spoken. I knew you'd have my back. Anything else, Rogers?
This won't end well.
You know what? Write down all of your concerns. Email. Technically, you're not the first zombie I've worked with, but you are the best.
I can't get Blaze out of my head. I don't mean possession or anything, just everything that happened.
Tell me what you were thinking.
On the one hand, he was my personal hero. On the other hand, he tried to destroy you. On the other hand, he sacrificed himself to save me. How do I honor him and still be truthful? It's too many hands.
No matter what betrayals he visited upon us, he did the right thing in the end. You are standing here because he sacrificed himself.
Maybe so. I also remember Mephisto's sulfur stench, and Blaze's generally awful attitude. Can I really talk about the good and ignore the awful? I don't think so.
Whatever you decide to do it quickly. I am afraid we are running out of time.
You really helped clarify my thinking. Thank you. I'll figure something out by morning. Promise. This is so hard.
I mean, it's not like Robbie's gonna let you write a eulogy for Blaze. Seems like this is something he's got to work out on his own. But a little backup never hurts.
And what are you doing?
Me? I'm here to support Robbie. He watched his personal hero sacrifice himself. He shouldn't have to grieve alone.
I am concerned about Robbie too. Blaze's betrayal and his sacrifice, it could be overwhelming to him.
The guy's been through a lot. That's why I want to help him get closure. I'm sure he'll be fine after that.
Closure? What is that?
Yeah, closure? Like, after you have a breakup and you insist on making your ex go out for coffee so you can tell them how they made you feel.
Do you think that is effective?
I've watched hundreds of hours of daytime TV talk shows that say yes. So, as soon as Robbie works this out, we'll be good to go. Robbie will figure out what to do. Eventually.
Always knew Blaze would bite into us.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? Sometimes, I even impress myself. And to the right. The latest advancements from the mind of genius Tony Stark, and they're all for you. Day, Hunter.
Well, you know what they say about practice.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
Constant innovation. That's the Stark promise. Been looking forward to upgrading that.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that. All right, then.
chatter points to large numbers of soldiers crossing borders, mostly in Eastern Europe.
Is your source Maria Hill, or intercepted comms, or other?
Our time to stop Chthon is running short. At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything. So if you have any bright ideas...
We should not be sitting here waiting for Chthon to return to our world. We should take the fight to Chthon.
Everything we do here is to prevent Chthon from returning to our plane of existence. We don't go to him. That would be suicide.
I will fight him wherever I see him, no matter what those books tell you.
These books tell me Chthon has been a threat before civilization began, when all that walked the earth were the Elder Gods.
But what else? Surely there is some bit of knowledge we can use. What other things did you learn?
I could keep you up all night blathering on about this, so tell me specifically what you are curious about.
Who were these Elder Gods? Tell me about them.
Siblings brought into existence on this planet by the Demiurge, the source of all life. These beings were named Set, Gaia, Ashtur, and Chthon. They ruled the planet for many millennia, each of them pursuing their own interests, increasingly battling each other for supremacy until finally it became too much. New gods emerged to topple the old gods and remove their influence from our world.
Nothing lasts forever, even for gods. Was Chthon always this monstrous evil from the very beginning?
There was always something wrong with him, but his insatiable pursuit of chaos magic eventually corrupted him in ways he could never reverse. While Chthon's sibling Gaia sought to nurture life on his planet, Chthon sought to absorb it into himself, to remake all life in his own twisted image. It was because of that evil drive that Chthon was banished to another realm.
And there he waits, ready to return when the opportunity presents itself. Like now.
Like now.
If Chthon returns, what exactly will happen to this world?
The world and all life as you know it will cease to exist, but it will not vanish. It will be recast in Chthon's image. We will exist only as extensions of Chthon, and the world will only serve to keep him alive.
What a hellish existence. What about the Darkhold? Could it not provide us with secrets of Chthon?
The Darkhold is dangerous in its own way. With Chthon locked away in another dimension, this is how he has sought to influence events in our world. It is Chthon's own words laid down in print. We cannot trust it as a reliable aid in our battle. It would be like trying to defeat Ultron using his own memoir. Nothing good will come of it.
And the writing is probably awful anyway. The prophecy mentions the sleeping giant awakening. If that is Hulk, how important is he to Chthon's goals?
I'm not sure, other than his presence complicates our ability to stop Hydra and Lilith's efforts.
Something will have to be done about him, or Stark may lose his mind. I do not want to hinder you anymore. Keep reading. Surely there is something we can use.
I hope you're right. And I'll keep digging. One more book. Maybe... The prophecy speaks of a fallen one returning to the light.
Another day closer to the fulfillment of the prophecy.
Robbie eat?
Do you think what Peter said is true? That Agatha forgives me for what I did?
The only person you need to forgive is yourself.
Forgive myself for murdering someone I loved? How?
By first accepting that it was not your fault.
Of course it was my fault. It's always my fault. If I had learned to control my powers better, she would be here today.
Agatha understood the dangers of taking someone as powerful as you under her wing. She did it anyway, because she had faith in you, and who you are to become.
And look what her faith cost her. An early grave.
Maybe she saw something in you. Something that was worth the sacrifice.
That's nice of you to say, but say it to Caretaker. I still haven't been able to look her in the eye since I've been back. She hates me.
You cannot hide from her forever. You need to figure out how to summon the courage to face her, so that both of you can move on.
Yeah, you're right. I owe her that.
You owe it to yourself, and Agatha. Agatha would want the two of you to be reconciled.
I know. I just don't know if I can make that happen.
Try. For Agatha.
Yeah, for Agatha. I, kinda need a few more minutes alone with her. Go on without me.
I will take my leave then.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hey guys, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but we need to start stepping up.
I don't understand. I thought the Avengers were supposed to be like the greatest superhero crew on Earth. I thought they would do better than this.
Guess you overheard our conversation.
Some of it.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
The Avengers are clearly out of their depth.
Damn straight. Now it's our turn to screw it up.
You do not sound too confident.
I just don't want to jinx it.
So, do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later.
Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
You are the best girl. You know that, right? I do not want to hinder you anymore. Keep reading. Surely there is something we can use.
I hope you're right. And I'll keep digging.
Lilith's tomb won't be that creepy, right? We should bring flashlights.
We need to take that monster out. Don't be swayed by her words.
You're heading in. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. You were too weak for this fight.
Next time, don't mess with a witch.
I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
You
some for the rest of us.
You have been judged.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
Change their plans. You have earned this. Your mother abandoned you. Your time has come.
Regret that.
No match for us.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, Hunter. I'm gonna be saying some words about Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us.
What you doing, Charlie?
Everybody's back in Robbie's cave. Guess he really wants to say something about Blaze.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze. Is that it? Can we go now?
Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
This is which sign? Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this.
Getting back out there feels like the first step toward rebirth.
Hunter.
Space can be...
I don't mind stretching my legs.
Tony Stark used to be the...
I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a...
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee.
Stark Drive?
Sure. It tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
Transia is a treacherous place, filled with all sorts of forgotten locations. We could be battling Lilith's forces there for a long time.
That's what I'm afraid of. A place like Transia is as dangerous as they come.
It makes sense that Lilith would go back there. Back to her homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
The people of Transia are good at heart. There is natural beauty there. We can still save the country from the destruction brought upon it.
We go smash Hydra, and while we're there, we'll plant some trees? Sounds like a plan.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors.
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter. Got my work cut out from here. This is some of my best work.
Day, Hunter.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
Focus.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
Ready to work? Peace.
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that...
Do you have any siblings?
No. Why do you ask?
I can't imagine growing up as an only child. I've always had Pietro around.
That is your brother?
My twin, yeah.
So, who is the evil one?
I've never heard that one before. I guess if you asked Pietro, it would be me. Because I'm a witch.
Then I am evil too, because of my mother.
I don't think it works like that, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Why is he not here?
Who knows? I haven't heard from him in a while, but I know he's okay. Twin telepathy and all that.
You can read his mind?
No, but I can kind of sense him. It's hard to explain, but just trust me. Pietro's fine.
I hope you hear from him soon.
Me too. For someone who's so fast, he sure is slow to respond.
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to transit.
Hunter, hello.
What are we waiting for? Let's hit Hydra hard.
Is that a question?
More like a prompt. You know, to see if the journals were true, or if there was something you left out intentionally.
Ah, for intel.
Yes, definitely for intel. If so,
Hydra has been running some kind of field tests in the area, and that device is the key. They would rather destroy it than let us get our hands on it, so it must be important. Don't waste any time. Take them out before they can do any serious damage.
Fair enough. This should aid me in my fight. Watch closely.
Nice move, bub. You're ready.
Interesting tactic.
Hail that!
I saw you on the move.
Your fate is sealed.
officials in control of the situation.
I need time to regain my sense.
Not that I expect you to panic. You're going to have to deal with that one now, on top of everything else.
You take more pride in the size of your muscles?
Sorcerer Supreme, you gotta go big.
You have earned this. That's not gonna stop me. I get paid by the job, not the hour. Let's make it fast. Trust me, that ain't right. You drop this. Ah. There's more for this. Mother protect us.
He does seem like a natural foil to the captain, doesn't he?
Should do the trick.
It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude. That's the spirit. Impressive. Let's give it a go.
Is that your best shot?
Time for the real thing.
You can all
join Lilith together.
Just what I need.
You will not forget that.
Looks like we've acquired some new hardware courtesy of Hydra. Good work.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you.
My plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out. Ready to kick this off?
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
Is it just me, or do the stellar bodies represent their time together?
Absolutely. The time they have together is fleeting. I think this is where Crash first realizes there's no future for the two of them. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, They have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
Glaxocorp agrees because all Zorgots know Crash never lies.
Isn't that the point? Crash cares so deeply for the princess that even a vow can be broken. And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form. But where do they stash the princess?
That rocket sled had a bunch of places to hide a princess.
Ah, but the next time you see the sled, Glaxogorp passes it off to another Zorgot and orders it to be sterilized. Their plan required her to be in Crash's suit. The opaque helmet keeps her safe. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the monoculus.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus. Until things are less apocalyptic.
I hope we come back to this in the future.
Same here. Books are a gourmet meal for thought. Not to call anyone out, but you just can't feed your mind gristle.
Well, who else would you invite, if you could?
There's a lawyer who got me out of a bad situation a few years back. Smart as a whip, picks up on subtle things even I tend to miss. As long as the books we read have Braille copies, I could convince him. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol, beyond all the reasons. I find her amazing. Do you know why?
She is Earth's mightiest hero. It is difficult to compete with that.
Not at all. I have no interest in that.
Then why?
Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why Dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
Well, completely unrelated, I want to watch Captain Marvel bench press Blade.
I would not.
You were no fun.
And you already knew that. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. On your way out?
Soon.
No rush. On your way out?
I am taking off.
Later then.
Good. Destiny tips its balance toward us. Did Sarah ever tell you how we first met?
Let me guess. A friendly conversation in a library.
Eventually. But first, we faced each other in the Abbey grounds, prepared to do battle.
Sarah does not pull her punches. It is a wonder you are standing here.
Give me some credit. I'm the Sorcerer Supreme, not a dime store thaumaturge. You see, I'd stumbled upon the Abbey despite its many wards. The stink of the Darkhold drew me to your resting place. As I attempted to locate that vile tome, Sarah nearly took my head off with magic as old as the world. She thought me a sorcerous scavenger come to exhume you.
She was more than justified. I am only surprised her first blast missed.
Indeed. That day I learned how fiercely she cares for you. It's why recently I was so hesitant to even suggest your resurrection.
So how did your face-off end?
Agatha arrived, asked why we were standing with arms outstretched like fashionable zombies, and invited me in for tea.
This I can imagine.
One arched eyebrow ended a sorcerer's duel. For all my mystical mettle, Agatha was at times the strongest of us all. You... I almost sent my astral form to cover more ground.
That means you were trying to ghost me?
I caution against speaking in modern vernacular as it rapidly evaporates from the pool of youthful lexicon. Then magic will say you are uncool.
Unfathomable. According to magic, we are besties now.
Ah, yes. Our last conversation afforded me valuable insight into my current state of being. Your continued confidence and honesty with me have rekindled some of my own belief in myself.
The Sorcerer Supreme is a role only one mortal in a generation can hold.
Fancy titles impress the illusion of rank upon the world, but that's all it is. A name for one who understands much, and yet so little at the same time. I am merely a man with a very useful set of skills who worked to fill a niche.
I will light a beacon every step of the way.
The doubt never crossed my mind. You have my gratitude, Hunter.
Perhaps the Sorcerer Supreme could conjure me up an ice cream cone?
Due to Stark's contractual obligations, I can only offer Avengers-themed flavors. Nobody needs the caloric marvel that is Hulka burning love. A single scoop is a meal unto itself. Hunter, no matter what the outcome of our struggle is, you have not given up on me. That is a bond that carries beyond words and worlds. Ah.
Hey, Hunter. Always up for a challenge. Sometimes, I even impress myself. See you, Hunter. Hello.
Evil doesn't take time off.
Practice makes perfect. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
An enhanced spec.
All right then. Robbie can summon Hellfire at a whim, but he doesn't want to ask if he can play fetch with your dog.
Okay.
I don't actually care, but he needs to stop moping. So, can Robbie play with your dog?
Robbie is free to play with Charlie. So is everyone else.
There, it was that easy. Can't believe he couldn't just ask. I'll let Robbie know. He's gonna stop bugging me about this, or the hell ride goes over a cliff. Better than nothing. See you around.
Hey, can I ask a favor? ¿Qué pasa, Hunter?
Ready for more? Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
forge is a powerful tool.
Alright, here's the plan. I'll hit this thing with the big hammer, and you transform it into something useful.
That's all I can expect of you.
Not my best work, but it'll do. Nope, I'm feeling hands-on today. Just gonna hammer stuff and see how it goes. Later. What are we building today? Not bad, right?
Always a pleasure.
Ready to work? We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuse. Peace.
What you doing, Charlie?
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
Show no mercy.
Expecting a challenge.
I think they like me.
Let's skip it.
Follow my movement.
Love the effort. Precisely what I needed.
No mercy for the servants. You had your chance to escape.
Got through the armor somehow.
Their intentions haven't changed.
Behold the light's gift.
Feel free to do that anytime.
To restore our strength!
Your time has come.
Our pact will not be broken!
You were too weak for this fight.
Let's try this one.
My sisters and I will soon be rewarded. Now is the time.
I've been meaning to try out this new surgical rig.
Take advantage while they focus on me.
See, you brought some friends along.
Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call.
we go.
I will follow your lead, sir.
Whatever gets the job done. Sure, why not?
Will not be broken.
Your fate is sealed.
She will sustain us.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
For the blood.
Don't slow me down.
So you guys want to fight, huh? Uncle Tony's got your back.
You have my thanks.
Let's hope for a better outcome this time.
Your fate is sealed. Return to your mother.
I'm saving my energy.
The advantage is mine.
This should be good.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Everything's still online.
I do not feel so good. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Let me show you the way. Now that was something.
Shouldn't have pissed me off.
I hope you're building one of those suits for me.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Buonazua. Hunter?
Thanks for meeting me out here.
Of course, Robbie. What is on your mind?
I woke up with this funny feeling this morning.
Oh, and what was that?
Well, I got out of bed, got dressed, looked in the mirror, and saw the Ghost Rider standing before me. You know, the real deal. And you know, it didn't feel weird. It was like I knew I could handle anything the day handed to me. No problem. What's with that?
I am pretty sure it is called confidence, Robbie.
Oh, so that's what confidence feels like. I don't think I've felt it before. Not like this anyway. Guess the confidence you had in me was contagious.
I am heartened to hear that, Robbie, but you overcame your own demons. No offense to Sparky, of course. The credit goes all to you.
You know, I was thinking, once all of this is over, I'm gonna go back to my old stomping ground, have my very own homecoming moment.
Ready for your hero's welcome?
Ready for some neighborhood deep cleaning? You should come with. Got plenty of bad guys in East LA that are long due for a tune-up from our badass hunter Ghost Rider duo.
We are one deadly duo, or should I say more like a trio with the spirit.
Duo, trio, all the same. Me and Sparky both know who's the Ghost Rider, right? He says right. And a few other things, but we agree on the basics. The Ghost Rider is Robbie Reyes, and I'm ready to bring some of that back home.
And I look forward to helping you do that someday.
Yeah, well, we're both gonna have to wait a minute on that. This flaming gearhead ain't riding off to the sunset before we finish what we started. And as always, I've got your back.
Hi.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Ah, I see.
Hunter, hello.
How's it going, boss? I'll make something great out of this. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Fine, speak. Yes?
She could go a few.
Let's do this.
New and improved. A timely enhancement.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that. All right, then.
You ever notice how pop culture never gets witches right?
I do not know if you noticed, but I am not exactly an expert on pop culture, Wanda.
Nico has to have shown you some movies and shows. There are old, outdated tropes of witches flying around on broomsticks, turning children into mice with potion-laced chocolate, using glamours to change the color of our hair. Real witches don't just wiggle their nose and get the dishes to do themselves. Real magic comes with a price, and real witches end up paying it. It's not all magic wands and midnight margaritas.
Have you ever considered teaching these filmmakers a lesson?
What, like casting a spell on them?
Well, I was thinking more of a hex.
I'm pretty sure that's a waste of my energy.
Are there any depictions of witches you do like?
Just the ones that have cats as familiars. Reminds me of Agatha and Ebony.
I'm ready when you are. Want to read something that'll... Got some ops ready for you.
You can owe me one.
See you soon.
that helicopter to escape, do whatever it takes to stop it before it departs. Don't waste time. We have to stop that helicopter.
That's what we're after? Get it done anyway, you know. Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills? That'll work. You guys should talk to your union rep. I don't think you're supposed to be fighting on our level yet. I'm saving my energy for the week.
Follow Stark's target.
It really is a great way to stay in shape.
We will move in one.
They didn't see that coming.
After 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already. Here we go. Is that all?
Blood will heal all. The power in your blood is soon to be ours.
Gonna have to try harder than that.
All Beta moving into position.
Focus yet.
Keep it up.
Let me give you a hand. They still haven't changed their minds. Close.
I knew we could do it. Walk in the light. I feel stronger already.
Prize is at hand. By Mother She will sustain.
getting old. Tell him who sent you.
Haven't lost interest in me. Yeah, you're gonna need the help.
The helicopter is preparing for takeoff. We still have some time, but make sure you don't ignore it.
Sure, why not? Fail, Smydra.
You have earned this.
I know that wasn't your signature move. Love ya.
We've stopped the helicopter. Clean up the rest of these Hydra thugs.
Watch and learn.
Hey, watch the paint job.
I could have made that so much worse.
Everything solid so far?
You had your chance to escape.
You're too weak.